right. Hello, you beautiful nerds. Welcome to the Drunk Banthas podcast, where we talk about sci-fi, fantasy, horror, and all the popular art that we love. Also, we do it drunk. I'm joined as always by my co-host and brother Bill. How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are y'all doing out there in TV land? YouTube TV land.
YouTube TV land. Guys, happy 420. You know what time it is.
Motherfucking 420.
You know what holiday it is. And today we're celebrating by going back in time and talking about the 1990s.
Back to the Future.
Different movie.
No, wrong movie. Sorry, I've been smoking.
We're going to 1991 to talk about the stoner comedy, The Big Lebowski. I guess you can call it a stoner comedy. You can call it a noir film. You can call it just what it is, a great movie. But
yeah, a noir film in like a pothead's mind.
yeah, it's very much one of the things that makes it work so well is that it kind of plays like your traditional noir film, but if the main character wasn't like a slick private eye, what if he was just a dummy?
What if he was just a dude?
What if he was just a dude? Just the dude, in fact.
That's a name no one would self-apply where I come from. But then there was a lot about the dude that didn't make a whole lot of sense to me.
What do you think?
A lot about the dude was wise and whole.
And speaking of Sam Elliott's character, a lot of people, theorize that he's like a god or an angel or something like that, some sort of like ethereal being. Look, just because the way he seems, he breaks the third wall, and the way he talks about the dude, he just kind of admires him as just like this very unique human being. Amongst so many that he's seen, it just seems like he talks about him in such a reverence. It's weird, to say the least. But what do you think about all that? Do you think that Sam is like God or
no? He's
an angel?
No, he said he hadn't been to any places. Like he said, he hadn't been anywhere really outside of the United States. So that's kind of.
Oh, does he say that?
Yeah.
Well, there you go. There goes.
So he hadn't been to places like London or France or anything like that, but I believe I've been to Los Angeles. I believe I've seen just about as anything that's jaw dropping as anything that you've ever seen anywhere. So like, I'm like, yeah, look, I don't think no. So no, sorry people.
We all know.
Sorry here. I didn't mean this wasn't supposed to be the debunking of.
I mean, we all know that God lives in America, so I don't know what you're talking about. Like, I think you just proved my point.
Yeah. Well, for some people, that's exactly what some people are gonna say when they watch this.
Actually, yeah. Somebody's like, that nigger's got a point.
Usually I don't like niggers, but that one right there, he's pretty funny.
I like the way he talks.
I like the way he talks. He's pretty funny, actually, too.
But yeah, let's get into it. Yeah, this is a crazy, crazy movie. Well, we follow the slacker Jeffrey Lebowski. He is attacked in his Los Angeles home by two.
The dude, man.
He's the dude.
The dude, man. Dude, man.
He's a slacker. He's a stoner. We get that really great shot of him in the grocery store to open it all up. Just kind of like, I don't know, it's just a great way of showing who he is without him having to say anything.
Can you see my shot? How do I look? Do I look dudeish right now?
I mean, you're leaning. It's really hard to just be in a static image and look like a middle-aged white dude.
I wish I had I wish I had a robe. I don't have a robe anymore.
We should be drinking White Russians for this joint.
I hate vodka.
I mean, just for the spirit of the.
I don't have no spirit.
I don't have any spirit, no soul. But yeah, it's like it's the character is super interesting. Like like speaking of the White Russians, he's always drinking a White Russian.
Do you think that's the reason he was going to get milk when he went to the Grocery store. Like we open up with him going to the grocery store, opening up boxes of milk.
Yeah. Yeah, it's most definitely the only, because I imagine that nothing is in his refrigerator except for the ingredients to White Russian. Like, it's got to be all that's in there, right? Like, we never see him consume anything else.
He lives in one of these shitty LA apartments. He probably doesn't have a fan. You can't make burgers in there, man. You can't make a burger in there, man. It gets all smoky, man. My apartment smells like burgers for weeks, man.
Yeah, he doesn't eat. I think he eats exclusively at the bowling alley with John Goodman and Steve Buscemi. Which we'll get
Shut
to.
the fuck up, Danny.
Those guys, oh goddamn, love those three. I would watch if they came out tomorrow and said we're making a TV show prequel of Danny, the dude, and I forget John Goodman's character at this moment. But if they say we're gonna make a prequel prequel TV show with those three, actually, who would you cast in that? Because
Danny died.
I'm saying prequel, like a prequel, like before the events of this movie, like when they were in their 30s.
Who would I cast for a prequel of this movie?
I already know who I'm casting as John Goodman, and we kind of talked about it a little bit when we were watching it.
Who?
Danny McBride.
Okay.
He'd be a great John Goodman, like in that role.
Okay.
He already played his son, you know.
I mean, okay. This fucking shit movie that would never get made. Let's go ahead and do it right now. Who would play Steve Buscemi? A young Steve Buscemi? I'll give you one. I know. Oh, I got a good one. Ben Affleck's brother, Tracy Affleck.
Oh yeah, Casey Affleck.
Casey Affleck.
He would be a good. Yeah, he would be a good one. Yeah.
He would play Steve Buscemi.
He would
play
be really
Danny.
good at that small. It'd be even interesting just because he's kind of like a big movie star or whatever. It'd be cool to see him like just in a. What's he talking about, dude? Like just in a role like that.
But who would play the dude?
Oh, that is a really big question. We might need to think on that for a minute.
Who would play the dude, man? You know who would play the dude, man? I know who would play the dude, man. This is easy, man.
Who's that? Oh, I think I just thought of somebody too. But who are you?
Seth Rogen would play the dude, man.
Ooh, Seth Rogen would be a good one. He's grown a lot as an actor, where he can like do more than one character. Like I can see that. I went a completely different way, which is probably a bad. That's miscast because he's not young.
What?
Enough.
Who?
I was thinking Matthew McConaughey, but he's also not young enough.
Yeah, not young.
He's like maybe what?
Young Matthew McConaughey could have played the dude.
Yeah,
for sure.
Well, yeah, he aged out. He aged out of the role. Guys, let us know in the comments if you would watch that movie and or TV show with that cast. Come on, Seth Rogen, Danny McBride, Casey Affleck, Big Lebowski prequel. Let's do it.
If there is a movie, if there's a TV show with those three in it in like 6 months to a year, and it is not the dude related, but it still is a movie, a TV show or a movie, I'm gonna be pissed off. I'm gonna be so fucking mad.
Right? Like, God damn it.
But I will be able to say you heard it here first.
Right? I was like, and honestly, if they made that show, I would not even be mad. I was just like, thank you. I just want to watch it. I just want to
Finally,
watch it.
At least you're listening, God damn it. Like and subscribe, son of a bitch.
We just got a subscription from HBO Max. I don't know. But
yeah, that's not suspicious at all, right?
But yeah, then what happens at the beginning? That's right. Jeffrey Lebowski, aka the dude, gets attacked in his house.
Get attacked at my house, man, and these guys one of the guys peed on my rug. It's like a Chinaman.
Hey, Chinaman is not the proper naming cloak. God damn it!
Who gives a fuck, man? Who gives a fuck about that, man? He peed on my rug, man. I'm sorry.
Is that one of the fucking...
Sorry, dude.
That was so
the rug
weird.
really did put the room together.
Somebody pissed on your rug, dude.
Shut the fuck up, Danny.
God.
Are we gonna reenact the whole movie? Maybe. If that's what you're asking yourself, this is the kind of episode? Is that what you're saying to yourself right now? The answer is probably.
The answer is maybe.
Are you scared?
My gut says maybe.
You should be scared.
But it turns out they think he's a different Lebowski. They piss on the wrong person's rug because they're idiots. They can't tell that they're in a poor person's house until they're inside it for like maybe 10 minutes.
No, until they've beat him in the face. Like, dude, y'all been in my house longer than I've been in my house, man. Like,
yeah, it's like he has to point it out to them. It's like, look around you for a second.
do I look like a rich guy, man? Do I look like a fucking guy who has a wife, man?
Some great lines in that whole thing too. Is like, I liked the line where he picks up the bowling ball. He's like, "What the fuck is this?" And Big Lebowski says, "Clearly, you're not a golfer." I just really like that line. So great.
That was great. All good lines in this movie.
Yeah, the dialogue's really great. It's nice, like it's quirky, but it still has that noir vibe. Like first time I watched this movie, which wasn't that long ago, like 6 years ago, I was deep in noir films. Like I was watching all these older shit, and then I found out that this was a noir film. I was like, God damn, it's interesting.
All you see is noir everywhere, because noir is everything.
Noir is everywhere,
and everything is noir, man.
Pinot Noir by the Drunk Banthas.
Sorry, we went deep noir on y'all.
Really deep. I apologize. We'll be putting
I even gave y'all
tomorrow.
A little close up.
Lebowski, after what's it called? The dude, he tells these two idiots that he's not the real guy.
They leave.
They leave. And then he goes and tells the whole story to his buddies, like we mentioned, Walter and Danny, played by John Goodman and Steve Buscemi. And Walter, I think he convinces, it doesn't say this in these fucking Wikipedia notes, but I think he convinces the dude to confront the big Lebowski, as it were, and see about getting some sort of reparations for the damage to his rug.
That's true. That's all correct. Because it's his wife, Bunny, that they're looking for. So why do I have to pay for Bunny's fucking, gallivanting?
Right. Yeah. And actually, damn, was that part solved?
Bunny, played by Tara Reid.
Tara Reid. Every time I watch this, I forget that she's in this movie.
The late, great titties of Tara Reid. I mean, sorry, did I say that out loud? Yes.
It was really shocking to see her in this movie. This is like one of the first.
You know what?
Big
I'm sorry.
movies.
Let me just say this, Tara Reid. You're not a friend of the show, y'all. Not a friend of the show.
Yeah,
a lot of people are friends of the show. Tara Reid doesn't happen to be a friend of the show, but if she's watching, I want to say I'm sorry for the titty joke, and I've always loved you. And it's very sad to see that you're not doing stuff because you were a better actor than they give you credit for.
Yeah, she was pretty good in this. Honestly, like I've seen her be bad in movies, but she was pretty good in this. Like she, maybe some people are just a director's actor. You gotta get the right person to get the right performance out of you. We find out she's Bunny, and her husband, the Jeffrey Lebowski, the big Lebowski.
He ain't giving up nothing. He's like, fuck you, little Lebowski, Mr. Lebowski.
Yeah, he talks so weird too. Like the way, just like his cadence of talking is like so antagonistic.
Yo, tell me, am I wrong?
What?
I don't know if you can put it up like right here when we talk about later. I don't know if you can do it later or if you want to do it now. But does he not look like the dinosaurs? Dude, the Sinclair's boss from Dinosaurs. Like when he talks, just look at him talking right now.
Yeah.
When he talks, he looks like that fucking dinosaur character from fucking Dinosaurs.
He definitely has that whole
Sinclair, and his mouth moves just like this. And I was just like, what the fuck? Is he an animatronic puppet? Like, what the fuck is going on, dog? Like, is Jim Henson involved in the making of this movie, The Big Lebowski?
Yeah, it's some sort of fucking he's like a cartoon villain shit going on with him. It's awesome. But yeah, he talks in a very specific way. And he basically, like you mentioned, he just tells the dude to go fuck himself. He's like, you're just some stoner, unemployed asshole. I'm not. Why would I give you any money?
Why would I give you any money?
And it's like, on the one hand, sure, you shouldn't just give somebody money, but also, like, this is... Like, you're kind of dismissing your involvement in this. Like, they did come to my house because of you and your wife, so you could at least say sorry.
Yeah, you could at least say, I'm sorry that somebody came and peed on your rug. My wife is a crazy bitch. But for your compensation, I will give you some more vodka, and you can take some stuff to make your white Russians, and then you can go home. I'll give you a ride back in the limo.
Right. You get to ride in the limo. Yeah, right. That's cool.
Do you
right?
want any blow? Do you do drugs? No. Well, then can you leave? But I like how he gets his rug anyway, because he tells us, hey man, he told me I can take whatever rug I want in the house.
Yeah, that was a nice.
Shout out to the Philip Seymour Hoffman. We didn't mention that.
Late great Philip Seymour Hoffman playing the assistant to the Big Lebowski, and he's great in that too. He's a small role, but he's still very funny. Then later on, what happens next? Jeffrey, I already said that. Outside, he meets Bunny. I already said that too. And then that night, shit. Soon afterwards, Bunny is apparently kidnapped, and Lebowski hires the dude to deliver the requested ransom money. Because he's like, well, this sap just kind of fell in my lap a couple days ago. I guess I can get him to do it. And then things just get very, very complicated from then on. Yeah,
right before that though, we get to find out how fucking absolute batshit crazy Walter is, because Walter like pulls a gun out during their league play game at the bowling alley. And that shit was goddamn classic hilarious. I'm like, dog, why are you arguing with this nigga with a gun right now? Like, why are you arguing with this dude right now? Like, please stop arguing and put that damn zero down. Like, or let him put a zero down. Let somebody put a zero down.
Right?
You don't want to die on a bowling alley.
Right?
Come on, man.
Is this the hill you want to die on? Like, literally die on?
No, man. You don't want it to happen. Not today.
Yeah, that was a super funny scene. Really let you know more about... Well, I guess you know who Walter's character is from jump. Like, it's the first scene he's in. But this is just another great scene where John Goodman escalates the situation so quickly. While we're also giving shout-outs, this was directed by the Coen brothers. You know, they're great. Everybody knows them. Who you probably don't know, fucking Richard Jenkins the God. Best cinematographer alive. He shot this movie.
Richard Jenkins, my man. Richard Jenkins.
Better
not nobody say nothing bad about Richard Jenkins.
Boy, you better not say nothing bad about Richard Jenkins.
Nobody better not say nothing bad about Richard Jenkins. No.
I'm not going to get into it. Look,
unless you're going to talk about how his toes stink. Boy, he got the stankiest toes on this side of the Mississippi. And the other side, too. But I ain't the one who said that, so, you ain't heard that from me.
Shout out to
I
Kim
ain't
Wayans.
The one to gossip.
Shout out to Kim Wayans. But, yeah, you guys can IMDb Richard Jenkins. He's amazing.
And you can IMDb in living color. I don't know.
Yeah. But, yeah, this movie just looks incredible. There's some times where it's a very simple movie, but then there'll be moments like toward the end, spoiler alert, when Danny dies. Like, all the light goes out and it's just completely dark in the parking lot except for those lights on the side of the building. I tell y'all, that shit is really hard to shoot. Lighting a scene like that is really fucking hard. And he continuously does incredibly impressive stuff like that throughout this whole movie. Just wanted to get that shout out to Man Jack.
Hot shit.
Hot shit.
Dropping knowledge in here. On a 420 video. What? Unnecessary. Unnecessary roughness on the fucking
we don't want to hear about that shit. It's like, tell us, when did he smoke weed, man?
Well, the dude smokes weed through the whole movie, so it's better that we don't have to even mention it.
Right? Yeah, this is definitely a 420 movie because he gets high the whole time. Although I didn't put it on my list because I didn't feel like weed was integral to the story. But you guys can check out my list video any old time. But yeah, Lebowski hires a dude to deliver the requested ransom money, $1 million. And that night, another group of thugs ambush the dude, taking his replacement rug on behalf of Lebowski's daughter, Maud, who has a sentimental attachment to it. Yeah, but we find out more about that later. The kidnappers arranged to collect the ransom, convinced that the kidnap was a ruse by Bunny. Walter schemes.
Well, we didn't even mention that she got kidnapped.
I mentioned that.
Oh.
Yeah, because Bunny is apparently kidnapped. But I mentioned.
Oh, I thought you said Buddy.
I might have. Who's to say?
Me, motherfucker.
But yeah, the kidnappers arranged to collect the ransom. Convinced that the kidnap was a ruse by Bunny, Walter schemes to keep the money for the dude and himself, and substituting it with a bag of dirty laundry. But the plan fails, and the kidnappers leave with Walter's bag, and he and the dude return.
He jumped out the motherfucking car trying to get that money, goddammit.
That
motherfucker jumped out the car, boy. He was trying to get their ass with the gat. He had the Uzi with him. That shit is dangerous.
Just fell and slid and just started shooting and shot the dude's car, and then he crashed. That's such a terrible, just a comedy of errors.
These motherfuckers are a comedy of criminals. They're like the worst criminals ever. Like, do not get involved in criminality.
And then later, Walter's completely calm. Like, sort of calm. He does pull out a gun, but he's just focused on the bowling alley game.
We forgot to mention one other person that's in this movie.
Oh, yeah. Johnny Toots. John Turturro is up at this bitch, too. Another one of those great character actors that deserves all the shine.
Oh, yeah.
People talk about this. I remember people talking, like, before I saw this movie, people would talk about the scene. I would see this character in memes. I thought he was a way bigger character in this movie. But he's just in, like, 2 scenes, essentially.
Yeah.
He's just
maybe 3. But yeah. He's not even at all a big character.
Yeah. Johnny Toots is just that good.
Man, put that on a t-shirt, man. Johnny Toots is just too good, man.
I want a t-shirt with Johnny Toots, Johnny Legs, and Joey Pants. That's Joey Pantoliano and John Leguizamo.
That was all over the place.
I want the legs, the pants, and the toots. That's just all I want. I want them in all the movies.
Man, don't say it. Maybe you should switch the orders. The toots. Nah, dog. You want the toots? You want the butt?
I want the toots and the legs.
You want the
pants.
legs and the.
What is
Dude, you're all over the place, dog. You're into some wild, freaky shit right now. This is not for YouTube stuff. This is not safe for work shit right here. Don't open this email at work.
Don't you do it. But yeah, you actually probably shouldn't do that anyway. We swear a lot.
You really should never do that.
But yeah, then I also like the moment where like they're leaving, like, you know, Walter pulls out the gun and shit, and they go out to the car and they're arguing about the kidnapping and shit. And you see the cops show up to the bowling alley and they're running inside. It's like they're clearly here for you, Walter.
Yeah, it was.
But they're
amazing.
still so calm. They're not even like leaving.
That was right before the kidnapping. But that's
that was before. Yeah. But yeah, that was a cool moment. But yeah, so then what happens next?
They get double crossed because the guys didn't get their money. So then they, freaking out at the bowling alley because that's what you do when you just are part of a drop off for a kidnapping victim. You just go back to the bowling alley and play a couple of lanes.
Right. Yeah. For Walter.
Then they come outside and the dude's car is stolen.
That's right.
Stolen by a 15-year-old kid.
Right. Yeah. Which is, so random. But it's another, staple of noir films, which is, you think that everything is connected, but maybe some things are just random and don't line up like you think that they would. It's all misdirect. But then he's confronted by the big Lebowski, who hands him an envelope from the kidnappers containing a severed toe, supposedly Bunny's toe. Maud asked the dude to help recover the money, which her father illegally withdrew from the family's charity foundation. What did you think? And this is where we get another, great character actor. I can't think of her name. Julianne Moore as Maud. She was great.
She was great.
Putting on this interesting transatlantic.
She
accent.
was fucking great. She was on point. She was funny. She was sexy. She did it all. She's a G. White lady all-star.
Yeah, she all-star. She's really, really, I give her all the roles. She's never bad in anything, in my opinion. But yeah, then the dude, and she was really funny in this. She was funny in this.
Next with Nicolas Cage.
Was she bad in it, or was that just a bad movie?
Both?
Because I honestly don't remember anything about that movie. I think once the twist happened at the end, I was like, delete. My brain just said, nah, there's not enough space in my brain.
Literally, your brain said, nope. When you said that, I just for some reason saw a picture of your brain. But when it showed the X-ray version, it was Peter Griffin sitting in a chair watching TV and then going, nope.
Yeah, that's exactly what my brain did.
That's what it felt like.
But yeah, oh man, I forgot what movie we were talking about. I was like, wait. Back to next? Is that what we're talking? So next starts with Nicolas Cage with a wild haircut. But no, then what happens next? So yeah, the dude receives a phone call from the police telling him that his car has been found and taken to an impound lot. And while retrieving his car, he notices that the briefcase is missing and finds a piece of homework belonging to a teenager named Larry.
He actually found it after he wrecked his car.
Yeah. This is a great moment where he's smoking a joint and crashes into the trash can. God, that was hilarious.
I don't even know how he did that shit. He just, oh god, that shit was so funny. But yeah.
Yeah, this is a terrible turn.
But yeah, he finds the homework with the kid's name on it, and so they go pay him a visit. Him and Walter. Walter, of course, finds him. And they go to the house of the culprit of the person who stole the car, and it's a 15-year-old boy.
Yeah, and Walter decides...
What was his name?
Larry Sellers. And, he Walter They try to get the truth out of the kid, but he doesn't tell him anything. He just kind of has the same expression throughout the whole film. But then Walter goes out and fucks up his car, or what he thinks is his car. It's actually some other dude's car. This is what happens when you fuck someone in the ass. Fuck a stranger in the ass.
This is what happens when you fuck a stranger in the ass.
He said that so many times.
This is what happens when you fuck a stranger in the ass. I mean, I just can't. I don't know. Look, I will say it just so we don't get demonetized all the way up out of here, but this is what happens when you F a stranger in the A. What? How many times does it need to be said? But the dude comes out whose his car it really belongs to. When he came out, dude, that shit cracked me up.
He was hurt. He was distraught.
Fucking distraught. And then he goes and fucks up the dude's car.
He's like, hey, man. God, that was so great. Yeah, he said that line the perfect amount of times because I was like, all right, that's a wild thing to say. The very last time that he said it, I died laughing. This is what happens when you like it was. He really meant that shit. It was a great scene.
Oh man, like John Goodman's clearly got some goddamn anger issues.
Oh man, Danny McBride. Let's get the show going. But then the dude passes out after drinking. Oh no, wait, no. Oh yeah, no. Yeah, the dude passes out after drinking a spiked white Russian given to him by Treehorn. No. Okay, yeah, I'm skipping something. The dude is abducted by Jackie Treehorn's thugs and taken to see the porn kingpin, who demands to know where Bunny is and what happened to his money.
Yeah.
This is a cool little scene. This is where we get like the very infamous what condition my condition is in dream sequence when he gets drugged. What did you think of that whole dream sequence? Because I thought it was really rad for the first time I saw it.
It was better than him just waking up in his apartment.
Yeah. It's creative. Like the movie could have been, whatever, 5 minutes shorter and just not having
yeah, exactly.
And then it's not, it's nothing changes plot wise, but it was a cool little thing to add.
Hey, we gotta spend this budget. It won't spend itself.
Right. It's a nice like joint rolling scene. It's like, okay, I can.
Hey, Universal gives you some money, man. You better not waste it. I mean, you better spend it all, baby. Don't leave it sitting there. Don't leave nothing on the table, baby.
So what happens next? The dude passes out as in his dream, and when he comes to, he is arrested and taken to a local police station, where the police chief threatens him and warns him to stay out of Malibu.
Hit him in the fucking head with a coffee mug and kicked him in the ribs.
Yeah, why? He was so angry at him.
That's Malibu police, baby. I'm trying to tell y'all, don't be fucking around out here in LA.
Played by the police officer for a movie we just recently watched, Double Dragon. He's a police officer in that movie too. Yeah, man. And who knows? Does that movie, Double Dragon, hold up? Who knows? Who knows?
That's a question we don't have an answer to on this show.
Yeah, not on this show. You have to check out the other show for that. But yeah, on the ride home, the dude is thrown out of his taxi after complaining about the driver's Eagles music, which, fair. Fair. Well, I can see both sides of the argument because, I don't want to listen to the Eagles. But also, don't tell me what to play. Don't tell me what music to play, bro. I'm driving you around.
But what if he was expecting to get in and hear some Tupac? Because that's what he needs to hear right now. But then he got in and he was just playing fucking Eagles. He's like, God damn, dog.
And it's funny because if you look at the dude, you see the dude. I would assume he is an Eagles fan.
Hates the Eagles, man. Grateful Dead, man.
I guess he's a deadhead. It's more his style.
He tells everybody he's not a Dave Matthews Band fan, but then you see him at all the concerts.
Oh yeah, I'm just here for the vibe, man. Like, it's not.
This is where all the good weed is, man.
Yeah, you can't find any good weed except for at a Dave Matthews concert. It's like, come on, dude, you're hiding some. But yeah, then the dude finds. Wait, no. In a later scene, he's revealed that the severed toe came from the girlfriend of one of the nihilists.
Because they don't give a fuck about anything.
They don't give a fuck about anything except money, I guess. And the nihilist is played by another one of those. I should have looked up that guy's name. But the guy who plays the main nihilist is another one of those like character actors and everything.
Yeah, he's actually not even a character actor anymore because he is a character on House of the Dragon.
Oh wait, is he? Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's Hightower.
Oh no. It's different. Oh, they have very similar faces though. God damn, they.
Oh, they're not the same guy? Is that not the same guy?
No, he's like a German version of that guy. He's been in a lot of stuff. Man, that dude, John Rice does look a lot like this guy.
Are they not the same person?
No, they're not.
Put it in the comments.
Damn. Well, no, I gotta have to put my brain back together and focus.
Yeah, I just fucked you up.
But
hey, folks, I'm sorry. Look, we're gonna take a time for Alex to just get his fucking shit together. Just hold on, sit tight. Thank you for being with us. We'll be right back after these messages.
But yeah, the dude and Walter confront Lebowski. No. The dude finds Maud, who has sex with him, and she explains that she is trying to get pregnant by a father with whom she will not have have to interact with socially. Yeah, sorry, I read that terribly.
Yep, she wants to have a baby by a dude she don't want to see.
Right, she just wants that. Yeah, she's like, I'm definitely not planning on hanging out with you.
She just want that seed, want that nut, want that seed, want that nut,
like,
want that seed,
you would have sex with me, but no
want
questions.
that nut.
But yeah, but she reveals that her father has no real money of his own, and that all of his wealth came from her late mother, or his late wife.
I see.
So he's not really fleshed like he says he is. So
no,
the dude and Walter,
money. That nigga broke.
He ain't got it. The dude and Walter confront Lebowski and find that Bunny has returned. Apparently, she was just having a little tryst. yeah. She was getting fucking wasted with some friends out of town. Probably having sex with them all. Because, let's be honest, she's not fucking Mr. Lebowski.
Well, for $1,000, she will suck your dick.
Yeah. She said that to fucking the dude. Just met him.
There's people out there like that, and hopefully they found love. And $1,000.
Yeah, hopefully you get one or the other. Yeah.
Or both.
Yeah. Hey, in a perfect world. But
it's a different world than where you come from.
Oh man, you should put that in a song, and put that song in the beginning of a TV show. The dude and Walter confront Lebowski and find that Bunny has returned, having simply just going out of town. And he explains that Bunny is a nihilist. He explains that Bunny's nihilist friends had taken the opportunity to try and blackmail Lebowski, who in turn had tried to embezzle money from the family charity. I forgot to mention that one of the other nihilists is fucking Flea from the Red Hot Chili Peppers. But yeah, there's that. Very small role.
Didn't even notice that. Crazy.
Yeah, I was like, oh yeah, fucking that's Flea for no reason. He's just very much in the background.
That is crazy.
But it's cool that he's there. He's the one who gets hit in the stomach with the bullet ball at the end.
That shit was hilarious.
Yes. That was so good. That whole scene. We'll get there. But yeah, then enraged Walter insists that Lebowski is faking his paralysis and violently lifts him out of the wheelchair, but discovers that he is actually that's one of the things he's telling the truth about.
He just dropped old Grandpa Lebowski all on the ground. This nigga ain't got no legs like Lieutenant Dan.
Yeah, this is
he lost him in Nam to a China, and he lost him in Korea to a Chinaman. Damn, y'all so disrespectful.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. Yeah, he somehow met a Chinese person in Korea. Ooh.
It's just like
or maybe he's just racist.
Right, yeah, exactly. It's just like Black Dynamite when he's like the little Chinese man, I was in Vietnam and the little Chinese kid was talking about some
some kind of Chinese shit.
Oh, those some kind of other Chinese shit. I was like,
my God.
What the fuck? This nigga right here is so racist and stupid.
So good.
But I knew what he was saying. He was saying, "Don't kill me, like Dynamite."
Wow, Black Dynamite. Wow. Yeah, it's an interesting way to end the movie because it's very much like those weird noir films where it's like, kind of like Chinatown, where nothing works out at the end. Spoiler alert for Chinatown.
Like nothing happens. Like really, like nothing actually happens. But
yeah. It's like, well, damn. I guess maybe everyone was better off minding their own business. Maybe is like this is an interesting story, but no one had to make these decisions.
Right. Could have been decisions that would have been made where none of this actually happened.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of tragic in that way where it's just like, God, this is such a weird, awful story.
But if you don't, if you just so happen to find yourself in a position where you're not going to mind your business, kids, at least make about $60,000 like the dude.
Yeah, did he make any money?
Remember what's her name said she was going to pay him?
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, Maud. Yeah. The one I guess she's probably the best, like the most moral character of the movie, would you say? All these morally dark and gray characters. She's probably the best.
Definitely. She was just, eccentric.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure. And then it ends with Danny's death, having a heart attack. When the nihilists try to confront the dude, and they're like, "Give us the money." It's like, we know, dude. This movie is over. This movie ended 3 minutes ago. Like, you didn't see the climax. It's over. And he's like, "Nah, this is the fucking climax right here, boy." Because they set the dude's car on fire, and Walter fights him. Now, do you feel like? Well, I guess. Do you feel like the dude blames Walter for Danny's death? Do you think that he's like, man, if you didn't start that fight,
no, I don't think
wouldn't have had a heart attack? No?
Nah, man.
I kind of
Danny ate hot dogs all the time, man. He was going out, man. You just eat with those Hebrew Franks, man. It doesn't matter that they're kosher, man. They're not good for you, man. That's why I was always telling him, we got to get our exercise, man. Got to eat right, man.
Got to. Yeah. Looking at the three of them, you wouldn't think that he'd be the one to have the heart attack. But, looks aren't everything.
Gotta make fat jokes,
gotta take care of your heart.
Making fat jokes, man.
Not fat jokes. Just
I'm joking.
Fat observations.
Fat joke.
But again, we get that beautiful shot during Danny's death in a parking lot. We get the funny scattering of the ashes with the dude, and and then the movie just kind of peters out after that. Like it kind of just ends, Because
the dude's got to just do what the dude's gonna do, man.
Yeah, man. The dude abides. The dude abides. A wonderful movie, wonderful film. It's really great to revisit it. Like, do you have any final thoughts on the Big Lebowski before we wrap it up?
I just want to see a sequel, man. You could do a really good one, and I think it would make a lot of sense at this point.
I wouldn't be mad at revisiting.
And it would also have
characters.
to be an investigation.
Yeah, I would like to see him in the middle of something crazy again. Maybe not Eastbound Down, fucking Righteous Gemstones is like a sort of reimagining of this kind of vibe, because it does kind of have a Big Lebowski vibe, and taps into that weird comedy, and fucking John Goodman's in it. So I think that's the best we could ask for. Apropos of Joel and Ethan Coen actually deciding to dive back into the well.
Exactly.
But
I concur.
Yeah.
Fucking a beautiful film.
Beautiful film.
Shout out to Universal Studios.
Yeah, shout out to Universal Studios. That's 2 Universal Studios movies this 420. But guys, it's about that time. Thanks for watching. We do this every once in a while, so go ahead and leave a like and subscribe so you can get updates on new videos. Check us out on Twitter, IG, TikTok, likewise, Spotify, Letterboxd, all the internet things at The Drunk Banthas.
Right there.
Until next time, stay safe, my little dudes, and may the force be with you.